Hello, online crew. There are 3 things that people overlook. They are so simple, but people can tend to overlook them on social media, and it may be limiting your potential. So hopefully majority of you are covered in this area and you've got all these three things going on. But if you don't, then I would go and fix them. So there's 3 things. They are so simple, but they make a massive difference to how you're perceived on social media. So we just want to make sure that you've got them covered. Hello, Mel. I've got comments. Woohoo! So that's exciting. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to get comments today from Facebook, but somehow, and for some reason, they've decided to play nice today. So thank you, Facebook, for giving me comments today. Hello, Judy and Bob. How are you? Hello, Crystal. Oh, I love seeing comments. It's so much nicer to see who's on and say hello than sit here being absolutely clueless to, who's here and what you're saying. So, yay, Mel. How's those little puppies of yours going, Mel? Are they all gone? Not that I'm asking for any specific reason, Mel. I just want to know whether you've sold them all, how they're going. I just really want to cover today some absolute sort of basics. Yes, Crystal comments today, real sort of basics, but I'm seeing it quite a bit when I do my video challenges. So I just want to raise it, and I see it quite a bit when people request to join my groups. So I have a free group. Any of you are welcome to join. It's called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, completely free. But if somebody, you've always got comments, sometimes you can't just see them. I don't always have comments on mine. It's just something, they must be there in the background because they're there when I do a replay, but I don't see any comments. It's a thing, it's a love-hate thing that Facebook and I have. It just doesn't give me any comments whatsoever. So I can't even see some and not others, just don't get any. It's been going on for a long time for me in Facebook. Mel, hi, I have 1 girl and 1 boy left. I'm trying to keep the little boy though. Oh, how cute. Not going to talk puppies because she'll talk me into one. Or I'll cave more than likely. Hello, Sean. Hello, Rob. Great to see you on. High five, Mike. Good to see you on. So where was I before I got distracted? So when people request to join, maybe a group of mine, and I'm seeing it with people that participate in the video challenges as well. If there's some certain things that aren't clear, then I don't approve them in my group. So fairly or unfairly, hello Helen, unfairly, it just meant you wouldn't not comment because we love you. Oh, thanks Judy and Bob, I've got you now. I understand. Unfairly or not, if people don't have these things, I don't approve them into my group because it leaves me, hey Vivi, good to see you on. It leaves me with more questions than clarity about who I'm letting into my group. So what are they? They are simple, but they are important. Anybody that you talk to that is new in social media, please pass this message on because they could be shooting themselves in the foot when they've got great intention on social media. They want to build a profile, build a following, they're doing lives, they're doing all the right things, but there's a couple of little things that they've overlooked and it may actually be limiting their potential. And it's simple. So the very first thing that I mean here is your profile picture. There are so many profile pictures that I see of animals or an object or something random. I don't know who the person is. I don't know that it's a real person if you don't show me your face. So the first thing, so simple, but from your perspective, if you come across somebody, say maybe they friend request you or they're interacting with you on social media, but their profile picture is of a dog or a cat or a bird or an object of some sort, we don't know who they are. We actually don't even know if there's a person behind the profile. So that's one. It's just so simple. but so many people overlook it. But if somebody requests to get into my group and there's no picture there, and then I go to their profile and there's a few other things missing, I'm like, I don't know if this is real or not. Delete. Sorry, decline. Sorry, not quite sure. The other thing is we are in not accepting. We are in a relationship business. We are solely, wholly relying on people building up their trust with us that are strangers in the cold market. So you might be networking with brand new people on different social media platforms and you're making new friends. They want to know what you look like and vice versa. So are you going to network with somebody with a face or somebody with a picture of a dog? It's just really difficult to build up a level of trust when we don't know, who they are, or, and sometimes it might be a representation of something for that person. And I get it, and it might be meaningful to them, but look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that it doesn't show the person's sort of face. So it may have some kind of meaning for somebody, and it may be quite innocent, and it may be like a cool graphic or something like that. And it's like, yeah, it looks cool. But if you are trying to attract the cold market on social media and build up friends and followers, it just leaves a bit of a question mark as to who you actually might be. So very simple, but just have a really nice picture, of yourself. Also, good comment, Vivi. Also, people that have changed their profile pics 5 times in 3 days and nothing else appears on their profile. Usually there's something a little bit dodgy going on there. I agree. So, what are they hiding? People change their profile pic. That's fine, but you don't want to change it 5 times in 3 days. That would leave, a bit of a question mark to somebody. Who is this person? And when we don't know what the person looks like, then we go to their page. So here's the other biggest mistake. If you're going to grow your business on social media, or you have a desire to, people are going to check you out before they accept your friend request, more than likely, or do business with you on a business page. They go and check us out, do they not? You go and check people out, and they check you out. Sorry, Vivi, you caught my attention there. What are you saying there? The other day, I had an Australian guy asking me very awkward questions. He had a good-looking profile, so it's important to dig in. Well, that's actually a good point as well. So we need to take these two together. So the profile pic may be good, and somebody might have actually taken a stock photo, which I get a lot of these. Have you guys got friend requests from people that maybe the photo looks too good to be true, and maybe they're really like girls, you know what I mean? Like guys with nice muscles and a bare chest or something, and really good model looking and something like that. But you go over to their profile and there's no substance there. There's just maybe a couple of pictures there, or it's full of shared content, and it's really hard for you to work out who this person is in real life because there's no photographs of them with friends or family or something like that. Major red flag to me. I won't accept them in my groups, and I won't accept friend requests. So those of you that are genuinely been really quiet on social media, not sure what you're doing, but your objectives have changed. And it's like, I want to grow my business on social media, so I'm going to start. And I get some of these people in my video challenge. So they want to start doing lives and whatever, but everything around them on their profile is just a bit dodgy. Not maybe meaningfully, but there's no substance to their profile at all. You can't tell who they are, whether they've got a partner or kids or what they do in life. It's just, it leaves more questions than answers. If that's what your profile looks like, people won't stay. The third thing I want to mention is the name of either your profile or your business page, or both. If you have a confusing profile name, a profile name that people can't pronounce, a profile name that is different to what you go by, or a business name that is the name of a business and not you as an individual, and you don't even introduce yourself on a Facebook Live and I can't tell who I'm talking to, I'm confused and I'm not hanging around. It's the simple things that draw people to you and keep you connected with them. So if there's questions around, are they a real person? What's really their name? I don't know what they're called. Like, I can't work out their name. Or their business page, it's the name of a business, but they don't introduce themselves. So I still don't know who I'm listening to or talking to. It's really simple things like this that you might be unknowingly shooting yourself in the foot with your potential, because people have already switched off because they don't know who you are or understand you. So their level of trust has just gone way down. So we want a good profile picture, nice and happy, or just something that's representative of you, like a nice stance or something like that. Just something that's very, very clear. And we want, hey Lynn, and we want good content on our personal profile and business page if you've got one going, and something that shows that you are a real person. And look, I will admit, what is it with that, Vivi? Like, army pictures. And a lot of guys, older guys, and the photographs are all in army uniform. I don't know what it is with that, but I get lots of friend requests with pictures like that. But there's no substance. If there's no substance to the page, doesn't even get a look in. I need to know that the person's a real person. So I like guilty. I will say there can be like a day, a couple of days, maybe even a few days where I don't post on my personal profile because I'm so busy with everything else that I'm doing, like my business page or doing lives here. And then I might go off and do a training, and then I might do mentor calls with students, and there's lots of things, and it's just days go by and it's like, oh, I haven't posted anything for a few days. I better post something. But if you go to my personal profile and you scroll, you will see lots of content from me doing different things with my kids, with my family, going away, holidays. Hey, Zafrul. Lots of things like that. Like, you can tell very quickly that I'm a real person, even if I haven't posted, for a few days. Just because, life gets in the way, which it tends to. You can still tell that I'm a real person. So on the flip side of that, if I have people requesting into my groups, or even new people that have come into the video challenge, and I'm not going to not accept those people, although sometimes it depends, but they're still requesting. But if you're doing videos and you're like, I've gone into this network marketing thing, and I want to build up influence on social media. I want to build my presence and personality and vibe on social media. But what's on your profile is there's nothing to look at. You don't look like a real person, those kind of things. People are not going to necessarily trust you. So very, very simple things, but active content on a personal profile and a business page, and personable. Personal and personable. Yeah, are they both real words, Sean? Maybe for the dictionary. Just to let people know you were a real person. That's where it all starts, on social media. So all shared content. So if you're somebody that loves scrolling and you love shared content, and that's all your profile is, there's no trust there either. So be very careful with your content, but you've got to have a great presence on social media before you can grow a presence on social media. Does that make sense, guys? You got to be there and be active. And if you want people to flock to you and find you and want to be your Facebook friend and want to follow you on a business page, you need to put the effort in first to get people to trust you and who you are as an individual. It can't be a one-way street on social media. We've got to give a lot before we can expect people to be drawn to us and our vibe and what we're teaching on a business page and all those kind of things. Sean, I don't post much as I used to, but I still post when I can. Life gets busy for sure. We're all in that same boat. But I'm sure if I went to your profile, Sean, I haven't been there lately, but I think your current profile picture, Sean, is the best one that you've had. I love it. It's clear, it's sharp, it's black and white. Like, I love it. Like, so I'm not sure what prompted that, Sean, but and haven't been to your profile for a while, but I'm sure there's enough content there and post to make me realize I already know you're a real person, but you know what I mean? So there's profiles that you can go to that it's just when people are confused or unsure, they're not going to stay. They're just not going to stay. So be somebody on social media that inspires people, teaches people things, turns up regularly and consistent on social media before you have any expectation of what social media can give back to you. So if you're like new people going into the video challenge, the link's up above. It's got gaps in it, so just take the links out. The doors are open for the next video challenge. Anybody can join. If you've got a fear of live video, or you want to get more consistent on live video, or you've fallen off the wagon and you need to get back on the wagon with live video, anybody can join. It's completely for free. Just get into the group up above. Go and clean up your profiles if you need to first. Go and clean up the name. So on a personal profile, you just pull down, go to your computer, pull down the upside down arrow, go to settings, and you can change the name of your page up there. On a business page, you go to the About Me section, the About tab on your page, and that's where you can change the name there. So Facebook can be sometimes not so friendly when we change the name, and it depends how many times you change your name. If you've changed it before and you're changing it again within, is it 60 days or 90 days or something like that, it just won't let you change it. So there are, some people run into trouble with changing the name of their profile. But if you want to be really clear and precise and build up a big following and be somebody of influence on social media, be very direct about what you do, what you're talking about, all your branding message, the content that you're delivering it regularly, and not having any question marks about who you are, how you're representing your social media, what representing yourself on social media, what you look like, those kind of things. And don't fill your profiles with a whole lot of shared content. Shared content, if there's something that inspires you, share it. Like I've shared videos of Jay Shetty's before because they inspire me. And if they inspire me, they might inspire other people. So it has its place. You just don't want to do it every single post. There are some people's profiles I go to and all it is shared posts. And so I'm not going to become that person's friend. I'm not going to do business with them. I'm not ever going to approach them. The door's closed already. So make sure you're doing your bit on social media. Those of you in my coaching community, online crew coaching, I've got a boot camp on the profile, doing a whole profile overhaul on your Facebook profile. Go and watch it again. Clean everything up. Make sure you're giving the best representation of yourself as you can on social media. And if you're not active, but you want to build a business on social media, isn't that a bit of a bit about face? So we want to be active to show people that, this can be done, and you're building on social media, and social media is, awesome. Crystal, I don't share much, only once in a while. That's fine. That's good. Hey, Courtney, how are you? So I'm just checking sort of comments here. Show them you are real and that you are active and that you care. Yes, like we want to be a real person before we expect anybody to be interested in what we're doing or what we're selling or, what we want to promote. You don't want to have anything directly about your network marketing business, direct sales business, whatever business that you're in, if it's in that kind of industry, on your profile or on your post, because it's just sending a sales message. We don't want to be selling. We want to tell a story, grab people's interest and intrigue them to come and ask us what it is we're doing. So create intrigue and excitement and stories and results and those kind of things. Sean, just felt like the need for a change. Plenty of content there to prove I'm real. Yeah, so it's good. Hey, Cole. Oh, I miss you. It's so good to see you on. So 60 days, Sean is clarifying for me regarding the change of the name. So if you change your name and go, oh, oops, I've changed my mind, and you go to do it again, Facebook won't let you for 60 days. So if you go and change your name to be clearer to something, make sure you get it right and you put some thought to it before you do it, because you won't be allowed to do it for another 60 days. Vivi, joke about the whole thing. A guy kept asking me if I have kids, and when my kids are all over. Ooh. We can get some colorful characters on social media, that's for sure. And what I find is when people are newer on social media, that's when a lot of that happens. It does weed itself out the more fans and followers you get. If that's, what you're experiencing off a business page, if you're finding people on your page are not exactly your ideal target market, it does tend to settle down the more established your business page gets, because your branding's very focused. You've got a, strong message and you're consistent and turning up. So those people weed out because they've figured that, you're not going to play that game. You're not interested. You just don't want to feed people like that. Because they just keep coming back for more, and their intentions are probably all wrong, and they're probably not your target market anyway. Jen, I rarely share posts unless they truly move me. Yeah, so we don't want just janky type stuff. We want stuff that's inspirational, educational, or motivational, or sharing a bit of yourself and your life. And that can be really hard for people. It was really hard for me in the beginning to let my walls down and let people know who I was on my business page. Even Facebook Lives, it took me a long time to just be Helen on sort of social media rather than being corporate Helen that I was used to being. So it takes a while to really feel comfortable and let the walls down, but the sooner you can do that, the sooner you'll let people in, the sooner people will trust you, and then they'll take your recommendations and suggestions and message you. So it's really important to just look like a real person on social media. That's all this is about. That's what I'm saying. This is really simple, but if overlooked, you could be shooting yourself in your foot before you sort of start on your social media journey. Okay? Makes sense, guys? Sometimes, it's a bit like we know what we need to do to grow our business, and sometimes it's really simple, but it doesn't mean it's, necessarily easy. But things that are simple to do are sometimes, they're simple not to do. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not explaining that very well, but we can tend to overlook the simple things. And social media is all about getting people to know, like, and trust you. So be as real and authentic and genuine and show your face and have a really clear name and a really clear message and consistent content on social media to let people know that you are real. Okay? Yes, Vivi, the more transparent you are, the more that you will attract. Couldn't agree more. So we'll leave it on Vivi's note there that just simple but so important on social media, and too many people overlook it and they're treating it as a one-way street. They want a lot from social media. I know a lot of you want more customers. I know a lot of you want more leads. I know a lot of you want to build your business through social media. You want business builders, you want customers, you want all of that so you can have the business that you desire. And people turn up on social media and just expect when they turn up that it's going to happen. But stand out from the crowd, guys. Be that person that other people are not being. Be that real person that other people aren't. Stuff up, make mistakes, be real, be raw, be authentic. If you've had a rough time, let people know within reason. Obviously, don't get political on Facebook. Don't air really big grievances. I mean, I've come on here and got passionate about spammy messages, stuff like that, but I don't ever get political or, really angry about certain things on here. I'm passionate about the industry and about seeing people succeed. So that's where it comes from, and people know that. So just really, really important foundational steps to your success that you don't want to miss. Okay? You want quality people though. You do want quality people. There's no question about that. So that's where we have to be a little bit pickier, even with friend requests on a personal page or business page, who we're interacting and engaging with. We want to make sure that they are sort of quality people and reflective of the people that we're targeting. Don't be afraid to mess up, because people will relate and find comfort in this. I told a student the other day who was fearful of Facebook Lives, and she's like, I just can't fit it back into my life. I've been on holidays. I can't get my groove back. 2 really young children, really, really struggling with going live. So I hadn't gone live for weeks. And I said to her, go live in the mess. If the kids are screaming, so be it. If there's if you're feeding and and they throw up on you, so be it. If they're running around doing things they shouldn't do, it, just go live around the mess, because it makes you more real. And she's tagged me a couple of times in the mentorship group going, Helen, I did it. So she did one the other day. The kids were screaming. And then yesterday she did one outside and a bee came on her head, and then she freaked out on live video and thought she was going to get stung. And but it's live and it's real authentic and people love it. Love it. So don't try to be somebody that you're not. Be somebody that people can learn to know, love and trust, and they're genuine and authentic, because they're the ones that'll end up going into business with you and buying your stuff. Okay? Foundation, important. Don't overlook the importance of just being real. Real photograph, real name that's reflective of who you are, and real content on your profile. 3 very simple things, but don't overlook them. Okay? Thanks for being here with me, guys. Don't forget, those of you that are ready to conquer live video, want some support, content around that, and a whole group of people that are all trying to achieve the same thing, and they're all shared skitless. That's our term in this community. Shared skitless of live video. Put the yes, Vivi, be an inspiration to people. Love that. Reality social media. That's right, Judy and Bob. Love these comments coming through. Put the link above without the gaps in Google and request access to the group. I would love you to join me. It doesn't start till August 8th, so we got plenty of time to get in, but we'll just get you prepped and get you going and get you all primed to go live on August 8th. Okay, so thanks for being here with me, guys. Very much appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye.